Hey y'all, it's Jack Mann, also known as Jacob Manning, and I wanted to put together a little video here from this race I did here at Atlanta in the ARCA car, because it has been so fun this week. But this race in particular was amazing, and it was something I wanted to showcase to you guys. So I'm gonna put something together here, that way you guys can see just this experience that I had that was amazing. But without further ado, let's get into qualifying and see what we can do. Can we get pole? So obviously we're here in the ARCA car this week, the brand new updated ARCAs this season, and they drive phenomenal. I mean, I've had a wonderful time on them so far. It's been incredible. It's been great. Sometimes loose, sometimes super tight. Whatever setup it is, whatever track it is that week. But it's been great. I've been racing since Auto Club, Kansas, through the tracks this season, and it has been a phenomenal time. So, without further ado, let's get into this qualifying session and see how we do. So here we are coming to lap 2 here. This was my fast lap on this occasion. I ran the high line in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 this past time by, but obviously we're going to run high here again in 1 and 2. That's just the faster way around here. And you're just playing with the throttle, playing with the wheel, seesawing on it a little bit, because it is super loose in 1 and 2. Here going in 3 and 4, it's super tight out of nowhere, but coming out of the corner, it can get super loose. So you're seesawing a little bit here and there. All in all, wasn't a great lap, but it did get us up and in the top 5, and it wasn't too terrible. So it's something to work with here. So in the end here, it ended up being a P4 in qualifying, which wasn't super great. Obviously, you want pole, but it was all right. And you'll see here how it ends up playing out. I'm able to get up to the lead here pretty quick. But obviously, just the way this package is just great racing. It's just very opportunistic for the guys behind, and with that draft, it's almost impossible to hold them off. So we're going to see what I can do with it here in the forthcoming of this race. So here we are coming out of turn 4. We go green here, and we get an excellent restart. We're going to push this guy in front of us, get a little bit loose, and we sort of lose the run here to the guy on the inside, and that's all right. We're willing to give up this position. We're going to run the high line while we have another to our inside, but we're going to try and get this run coming out of turn 2 here and see what we can do with it. And it's going to work out well to our favor here as we're going to get the run. We're going to dive it down the inside. Great run going here. And we're going to stick behind the number 1 car here. Obviously, you come down the track, and it was enough to hold off our send into turn 3 that time. And here we come out of 4. It is the first lap coming to an end, and we've already made our way up to second as we make our way alongside the number 2. We're going to send it high here in 1 and 2. This is the line that I've been running this entire week, and it just gives you a huge run coming out of the corner. We're going to do that, and we're going to clear for second, and we're going to try and track down this car that's up in first place. So here we are coming to start lap 5 here. Man, we're trying to run down this car out in front, and he is quick. Running the top line isn't sort of working. Running the bottom line isn't totally working either. And so we're just going to have to keep trying to use this draft to our advantage, getting the runs out of the corner, not losing too much to this car out in front, and maybe we can make something up to him. We'll see how it goes. So here we are, lap 6, going into 3 and 4, and we're catching this guy. We're running him down. We sent it into the corner, and he is super loose out in front. That is the number 1 thing I've learned in these ARCA cars being out front, is that the aerodynamics change the entire way the car works. When you're out front, you are super loose here this week at Atlanta, but when you're behind, you're pushing tight, and it is tough. It is very tough to gauge. Whenever you get out front, the car balance changes dramatically, and we're going to just enjoy this dirty air almost a little bit here behind him. We're not breaking loose. It's not super bad. The car overall is very steady. It is driving well, and we're just going to keep following him through here, see if we can make a move at some point if we end up getting a run. So let's see. And coming out of turns 1 and 2 here on lap 8, we're going to do just that. We're going to get the run on the 4 car, and we're going to send it up the inside. Huge send on the 4 car. Unfortunately, we're unable to clear him, and he's going to come back here fighting on the outside like a champion, and he's going to get back clear of us. But that's not the end. We're going to keep back fighting him. We've got this draft here to our advantage, and we're going to run it back high here in 1 and 2. And in 1 and 2, we get the run again. We're coming on this 4 car, and we just send it up the inside in 3 and 4 again. That has been the move this week. You get to that car and you send one up the inside. Obviously, he's still there. We're still running with him here. Unable to clear him, but we're going to just continue sending it until we can make something happen, or maybe we can make it happen on the high side. We'll see as this race continues. And still, as we head into 3 and 4 of that same lap, we're still on the inside, unable to clear the 4 car. He is just way too quick for us to clear here. He stays to our outside. He's going to continue using that side draft, which is oh so important here at Atlanta, especially in these ARCA cars. Almost any track you go to, that side draft is going to be so important. But we're going to come up here, and we're going to pull a slide job on the 4 car here, and we're going to pull up in front to take the lead here at Atlanta. And as we come out of turn 4 here on the 12th lap, you can see they're double file behind us here. They're running quick with this draft. They're trying to make anything happen, anything they can. The 4 car's going to get loose, and he's going to lose these top positions. He's going to go down to the inside, save it like a champ. But we're still 2 by 2 right behind me. They've got the draft. This is in their favor here. On lap 14, we'd see the 8 car send it in here in 3 and 4, trying to make something happen, clearing our dirty air, but he's going to get tight out of 3 and 4 here. He's going to get loose as well at the same time. He's going to slide up the track, hit the wall, and make contact with the 2 car. Almost a wreck. Thank the Lord. They are both tremendous drivers. They're going to save it, and we're going to continue on here. The number 2 and the number 1 car up to P2 and 3 right behind us. This is a race, boys. On lap 15, I just want you guys to take a look at how big of a run these cars are going to get behind us. Utilizing that draft, it is just incredible. And they're going to send it up the inside, trying to utilize that clean air to maybe see if they can get alongside. Not going to be able to. We're going to grab the run coming out of turn 2, and we're going to take it all the way down the back straightaway. And going into turns 1 and 2 here the next time by, it's going to be the same story. Utilizing that draft on the front stretch and then sending it into turn 1, trying to grab any ground on me that they can, seeing if they can get alongside so they can utilize that side draft. It's not going to work this time by, though. They're going to stay behind, and we're going to send it off in a 3 and 4 and try and utilize that dirty air to make them tight or loose coming out of this corner, try and buy ourselves a little bit of time. But as you can see, coming into turn 1, the number 2 car is super close. He's going to send it up the inside again and see if he can get just enough alongside that he can get that side draft. And it's once again, it's not going to work. That high side is so tremendous in 1 and 2. It gives you such a big run. And if you can cover off the bottom in 3 and 4, you really have something going. But coming out of 4, we're going to get loose. And that 2 car is going to have a great run. He's going to be all the way up to our bumper. And he's going to send it down the inside again and see if he can make something work this time by. Maybe he can. No. The answer is no, he can't. We're going to have such a great run on the outside. We're going to clear him once again going into 3 and 4. And this would be the story for the next couple of laps by, grabbing that run out of turn 4 and trying to do something with it coming down here into turn 1 and 2. Sending it up the inside, trying to get enough alongside, maybe even clear if possible, but it's just not. This high side was so dominant all throughout the race, beginning to finish. That line was just tremendous for me. I was able to get such a run coming out of turn 2 that I was able to cover it off and maybe even give this number 2 car a little bit of dirty air, try and hold him off as much, as best as I can. Even though he might be getting inside, I know that high line is just almost unstoppable. But coming out of turn 2 here, he's going to clear us. But once again, it's that run I've been talking about. It just comes to you, and as long as you can throw it down in there to turns 3 and 4, you're going to clear that guy, and you can slide back up, give them some of your dirty air, and just like that, you're going to be back in the lead. And on lap 22, this 2 car is going to do the same thing. He's going to send it up the inside, trying to clear us. He's not going to make it happen this time by, though, just as he did last time by. We're going to grab that run again on the outside, and we're going to clear him easily again. And through turns 3 and 4 on that same lap of lap 22, you can tell the one car here, he is getting impatient. He wants to make it up to P1. He wants to make it past P2. He's getting back in the gas early. He's running wide. But he's grabbing that run down the straightaway as well while he does it. And he's running both of us down. So if the 2 car cannot make a move on us, he's ready to pounce. And just as I say that, the 2 car is going to finally make that pass. And we're going to continue on the outside here, but we're going to squeeze him going into turns 3 and 4. Ultra squeeze. He's going to get loose on the bottom. We're both going to slide up the track just a tiny bit, but I'm going to hold off that position for P1 for the time being, and that 1 car is going to move up to P2. And just as I say that, that 1 car is going to send one up the inside. Try and get to our inside like the 2 cars been trying, but this time he's going to get a little bit closer. He's going to get that side draft. He's going to make it work just a tiny bit better than the 2 car was able to make it work. And he's going to send it once again here in 3 and 4, trying to make something work, getting tight. Both of our cars pushing up the track, but it's not going to work. He's going to get such a little bit loose. He's not got the big run, but he's got a tiny one. He's going to fight back on the inside here. And door banging just a little bit going into turn 1. And going into turn 1, it's going to be the 1 car pulling a slide job, moving up the track in front of our nose, trying to cut off our air, make it dirty just a little bit, cut off our run, but it doesn't work. We're going to send it back up the inside of the 1 car, use the side draft here, and send it into turns 3 and 4. If we can clear and just move up just a tiny bit, give him that dirty air, it's going to work for us, but it doesn't. He's going to have that run coming. We're going to block him on the outside, and he's going to go up and he's going to hit the wall here. That's going to give us a little bit of time going into T1 and T2. We're going to have a breather for the first time in a couple of laps. But that 2 car, he's going to grab a run coming out of 4. Not even a lap later, he's going to send one up the inside, utilize that side draft, and send it into turns 1 and 2. As we're lifting up here, he's going to start getting back into the throttle. He's going to clear us. And he is going to take P1 as the 1 car's going to get to our inside. We're going to hit the wall. That's going to stall our run just a tiny bit here. We're going to try and send it back into 3 and 4. See what we can do. Trying to hold down that 1 car just a tiny bit. Maybe utilize that dirty air from the 2 car. Maybe tighten up the car just a tiny bit so it's not super loose. And we're going to keep going down the front straightaway here. We've got to run on the 1, run on the 2. And we're going to run it high again. This has been our line the entire race. We get a great run coming out of the turn. But the 1 car, he's going to try and clear us here. He's going to slide up. We're having none of it. We're going to take it to the inside, making just a slight bit of contact. But overall, we're going to try and send it here going into the turn. And that 2 car, he's going to cover us off well. He's going to cover it well. But we're going to get to that inside coming on the exit of the turn here. We're 3 wide for first place. The 7 car following the 1 through. We're on the inside of 3 wide going into turn 1 here. That 1's going to pop down in front of us, give us a little bit of that dirty air, and it's going to make our race car turn just fine in front of the 2. We're going to slip up as we clear the top line as well, and we're going to be back into P2 trying to run down this 1 car. And as we cross this line here to start lap 30, we're going to be on the outside again as the 2 car gets a great run. We're going to stick behind the 1 car. We like this dirty air. It's keeping our car from breaking mega loose. But we're going to try and push the 1 here down the straightaway as we have nowhere else to go. We're going to stick behind him, and then we're going to run to the inside here going into 3 and 4. We're going to try our best to see if we can get up in front of this 1 car, clear him a little bit, maybe move him up. It's not going to work. We're going to stick to the bottom this time around. He's going to clear us. We're going to go back into P2, and it's trying to run him down again as the 2 car. He's going to grab a run again. We're going to run high. He's going to go low. We go up high. We try and get this run coming out of the corner. See if we can take P2 back. We get that run on the 2 car. It looks like we're going to do it this time by send it down the inside of the 1. Can we clear him here? We get tight. Start moving up the track. There's nothing we can do. The side draft isn't enough at that part in the corner. We didn't hold the momentum. It's a race down the straightaway. And as we would go into turn 1 here, we would end up getting to his inside. He's going to push outside. He's going to get tight. We're going to stay on his inside. He's going to grab the wall. We're 3 wide coming out of the corner. He's going to door slam us. And we're going to stay there, 3 wide, 2 car on our inside, 1 car on our outside. We're going to send it in, try and clear the 2. Can't quite. Looks like the 1's going to get clear of us. We're going to slide up, try and grab that draft, and we're clear back single file again. What a gnarly lap in 1 and 2. Can we recreate anything here? See if he gets tight again. It looks like he will. He's going to slide up the track. We're going to go down the track, try and grab something. It's going to be 3 wide coming off of 2 again. We're going to try and side draft him this time. We're only 2 wide now as the 2 car loses his momentum. We're going to go into T3 and 4. Try and make something work here. We're going to slide up. Maybe we can clear him. Maybe we can give him some dirty air. We do. He's going to get loose off the corner. And there we go. We do on lap 33. Coming to 34. We're going to take the lead again. And on lap 34, coming into 3 and 4, that 1 car, he's going to feel confident. He got up on our back bumper that last time by. He's going to send it in there and try and squeeze us up the track. We're going to make contact. We're loose. We're sideways, making contact with the 1 car. That's going to give the 2 car a great run coming down the straightaway. He's going to bump the 1 car. We almost spin him going into the turn. And just like that, the 1 car is going to be by us, but we're going to send it back up the inside again. Try and make it 3 wide. We can't. That 2 car is going to clear both of us. Contact with the 1, but we're fine. Rubbin is racing. And here we go. Going down into T3. The 2 is going to cover us off. That 8 car is going to get to our outside. The 1 car looks like he's going to be getting clear here. Unless we can make something work. We're going to slide back up. Tiny bit of contact right there, but we're back to the inside of the 1. Just like that. Rubbin is racing. Everything is clean so far. And we're going to try and send it here. See if we can get clear of the 1. Looks like probably not. Coming out of T2 here. He's just got such a tremendous run on that high line. He's going to get back clear of us here. Going to T3 and 4. We're going to see what we can do. Maybe he'll have too much dirty air. He'll go straight. Car won't turn or something. Maybe he'll get loose. We don't know yet. We're just going to keep tracking behind him. As we get a tiny bit loose, that A car is going to get a run. And we're just going to cover him off here. We're going to go back high. Block him just a tiny bit. All clean though. No contact. And here's that cockpit view. Coming to lap 38. We've got 3 laps to go. The 1 car, he's going to get in the wall. We're going to try and send one up the inside. And we get there. Let's see if we can make something out of it. Coming out of T2 here. He's got a tiny run. We get a little bit loose. He's going to clear us. We're going to go back behind and see if we can grab something on him here. Looks like the A car is going to get just up our inside. And we're going to hold him down here as much as we can. It looks like we're going to clear him as well. And the 1 car is going to grab that run. We're going to try and grab the run with him as we come to lap 39. 2 to go. It's a 3 car battle as far as I'm aware. 8 car, if he can make something work. That 2 car, he's going to grab the wall in front of us. The 1 car's to his inside. They're going to be side by side coming off of turn 2. Big run for us on both of these cars. They're going to hold us down. They're going to block us on both lines. We're going to send the 1 car going into 3 and 4. This is the penultimate lap that we're coming to. We're on the inside of the 1 car here. As we just get loose, he's going to clear us. We're going to hop up, try and grab that draft going in to the final lap here at Atlanta. See if we can make something work here in 1 and 2. Try and grab a run. Can we get a run on the 1 car? Can we make something work? Just a tiny bit loose coming out of turn 2. It's just a little bit of overcorrection on the wheel. Just a little bit of extra throttle we didn't need. And we're going to send it off here into turns 3 and 4. Can we get enough? Can we get to the bumper? We get up to the 1 car. We barely get to his bumper here, but we grab loose coming out of turn 4. And the 1 car, he's going to be victorious here at Atlanta. And I just have to say, what a race that was here at Atlanta this week. That's got to be race of the week. I said it in the chat to these guys. I said it here in this video. I've tracked it. Man, this has been just probably one of my favorite car track combos this week, or throughout the season in general. It has just been phenomenal the way that it grabs loose or it grabs tight depending on what you're doing with the car, whether you're behind somebody or whether you're in front. It's just incredible. And it has been so much fun racing with the guys here in this race and racing with other pros throughout the week or racing even with friends. It has just been tremendous. It has been so much fun. I want to say hats off to iRacing on this setup, on this car track combo. You guys have made this thing wonderful. It's been an amazing to drive this week. One can only hope that next week may be the same. We'll see. But for this time, it was P2. We'll see what we can do next time in the next video.